even some spiritual question. It is really very interesting. We discussed yesterday. It was really very nice. I think so today also. So many devotees have inquiries. It will be nice. But I saw the message Hidayat Prabhu shared me today. Who is the host of this program? Is Prabhu. His father may be father-in-law. How many days before? Yesterday. Yes. It is auspicious day that he left this planet, and very good that during that time, it is a scripture says that a departed soul, what you will do, you know, that what you will do, that I am first telling, then I will go to the kirtan. According to the scriptures, do you know when somebody will leave the body, what is happening? Yes, I am very happy, more devotees is coming, I want to see. Generally I am coming to Australia, no devotee. If I am giving class in West Bengal, minimum there is a 200, 500 people are there. It's good, here is community is brought up. My question, when somebody left the body, what is happening, you know? What is happening? Huh? No. Change the body. Very good. Yes, good. Yes, that's nice. According to there is a Garuda Puran said when somebody left the body, immediately not to get to the body. 11 days waiting that soul. And after that, 12 days, that soul is just to sit in the flight, and 348 days to reach in the Jamaloka. And there will be a GBC meeting, then to finalize his karma and whatever he did. Then they send, either you go heaven, either you go Janaloka, Tapaloka, whatever. But he said that you are asking that Prabhu, you heard that those people will die immediately, go to another body, another place. That is only for the pure devotees. When somebody left the body and after that not to do any offense, just those who are going to go back home back to God, they no need to go to sit in the any other flights. Just like I am coming here, I need a visa. But Nitai Prabhu coming here, no need a visa because he is a OCI. I don't have a OCI. So those who are doing here nice bhajan, nice kirtan and become a pure devotee, when they will go back home back to Godhead, they have a OCI. OCI. Actually that will be not OCI, that will be the OZI. Original Golok Vrindavan Certificate. So OGCO, that is Original Golok Vrindavan Certificate. You understand? So they no need to sit any other flight. They directly to go. Isn't it? But I think so our sweet gopis also go directly. They getting the OGC certificate by their sweet dancing. So during these 11 days, my question is that why Krishna is giving these 11 days in our hand for both sides? These 11 days, sometime, because why I am discussing, you have a problem, Prabhu? You take a chair, you can sit, no problem. I think so, something problem in leg. No problem, you take a chair. Don't stand. If somebody have a leg problem, you can take a chair. Give them some tool or something. Because you see, yesterday that Dayamay Mataji was telling, and there is other some devotees also telling, Prabhu, you only to hear pastimes, that we know sometimes. But you are coming to Australia, you are telling something different. What is really to need to know that? Just like if I will start, Chalo, I will now start Prahlad Maharaj's pastime. You know, little bit everybody know Prahlad Maharaj. What is doing, his father is making so many problems, this, that, you are jumping the here and there, then Krishna the Narasimhadev killed. That is we little bit know everybody. But we don't know some basic philosophy, what is really to know our spiritual life. So Garuda said, just like, my father had left the body, my father-in-law, my mother, whatever, I don't know what he will do. Actually, according to the scriptures say, even you see, this is a very crucial point to understand what is happening after the death and what we should do. How you can say, Prabhu, it is a crucial one of the point in your spiritual life? How you understand that after the death you have to do something? Why it is important? Because Bhagavad Gita is also mentioned. Shankara narakavaiva kulagyanam kulashyacha patanti pritarahesha lupto pindo udaka kriya. First chapter 41 number sloka. Arjuna asked to Krishna, if I killed all the male, then what will happen to the female? What will happen to the previous dynasty? What will happen to the next generation? If someone in the family or lineage not to give the oblation and pindi ceremony, then whole society will be messed. Then everybody born as a ghost, the mentality of a Rakshas, then whole society will be messed. That's how we understand. Bhagavad Gita is discussing that kind of point. What is really to need in our, material life or spiritual life. That's your first chapter. 3 slokas about the dead man, about the left the body. Krishna, Arjuna mentioned. 39, 41, 42. You check that. There is discussing about that. So, then we need to know that what is really doing. These 11 days what is happening? It is Krishna giving the chance for both sides. Just like when we leave the body, our soul immediately don't go to Golok Vrinda, whatever place. 11 days to give the chance to the family member. That if you didn't do some work for that person or that person not to chant, not take prasad, whatever he didn't do. So during these 11 days, if you do some spiritual activities, then that soul will go back home, back to God. Even either not to go to back home, back to Godhead, but his punishment, the slot will be little bit decreased. Now I will give a example of material world. Such like, think about I did some crime. Police will take to me. Now High Court or whatever, I don't know that you're Australian, or Supreme Court they are just to justice everything to finalize. I am now have to go for the jail 10 years. But take to me the jail in 10 years, in between the time they giving the slot for 7 to 1 month or 15 days. During the days we can do some agreement with the government, that is called in Jamin. You understand? That you can give like a 5 lakhs rupees, give it, so you reduce from 10 years to 5 years or 2 years, like this. So you can see even material world, the government gives the chance, okay, he got some punishment for 10 years according to the law, but if you give some donation or money, whatever, then will reduce. Understand? The same way, these 11 days, if the family member, especially son and daughter, do some spiritual activities, then that departed soul will go back home, back to her. That's why Arjuna asked, Krishna, if I killed the man and that woman will be prostitute, and that prostitute woman begot the notorious child, they have no samaskar. So if that without samaskar children do some pinda ceremony or any other activities, then generation after generation will go to hellish planet and sufferings. Do you think about we are doing this program only for us? Such example, whatever I am doing, preaching, kirtan, this my life, 20% or 30% get it my mother, my father. You can say, Prabhu, where is the example? Any reference? Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva did the good karma. That's why his mother, his father, without visa, went to go to Vrindavan. Because son, now come to they are a good. Suniti was a good mother. Now come to the notorious father. Hiranyakashipu was a very notorious father, it's a demon. But Prahlad was a devotee. That's why Prahlad said, at least he is my father. From his blood I am coming to this world. Please Prabhu, keep your attention. That's why he got to the one type of 5 muktis. Liberation he got it. That's it is very important when somebody leave the body in your family, you have to do some spiritual activities. If you not to do, they will just to pray to the Lord, you are suffer in your family. That's why you will sometime hear, sometime you can see, your family is very nice. Everything, your business, your children, your husband-wife relationship is good. Suddenly your mother left to the body or your father left to the body or somebody. After that, started so many difficulties in your family. Either relation problem, either children are very not to hear, listening anything, or maybe some money crisis, something is coming. Then you are thinking, we was okay before. Just my mother, my father left to the body. Why our life is like that? Because they are not happy. That's why they are giving cards. You are everybody observing Ekadashi. But after observe the Ekadashi, are you read the glorification of Ekadashi every day? Every the Ekadashi? You not to read. If you read the Ekadashi Mahatma, the glorification, there will see. These Ekadashi will do for those forefathers become ghost. If you following this Ekadashi, then they will rebirth it. You will every Ekadashi will read the glorification, you will see that is connected to the departed soul. Little bit connected to the so this is very important. During these 11 days is called in 11 pindas. We have to give 11 pindas. Pinda ceremony. So what is pinda? Material world, what pinda is giving? Just like giving raw rice, bananas or sesame seed. My question is that your father when he was alive in this world, he is taking sesame seed kacha? No. He is taking the rice in kacha, no, he is boiled rice he was eating. So if you go to Gaya, they are giving some sesame seed, bananas and the kacha rice to offer. But our Vedic scriptures say the real pinda is that if your father is not, he maybe when he was alive in this world, he not to take prasad. So during these 11 days, you will make the prasad. Make the prasad. If it is like a prasad, like a ekshid, it is like a pongal type. No masala, no nothing. With the rock salt, you prepare, then offer to the Lord. And with the fruits. Or if you like, that I will make a nice samtas prasad, very good. You offer to the Lord. After that prasad, make a separate plate, and every day who left the body in front of your picture you will offer. Because it is scripture said, why you taking the prasad, you know? Taking the prasad is remove our all kinds of previous, our past sinful activities. That's why every grass of every spoon of prasad is to remove our all kinds of previous karma. So your father, his father-in-law left the body, maybe he did so many mistakes. That's why if he is taking these 11 days the prasad, then that prasad will just to remove all kinds of previous sinful activities. Understand? That's why after these 11 penders, the 12 days, after these 10 days, 11 days will be the final penders. Why? That is the final day. Because 12 days, your father will go to the destination for the meeting. There will be decided. So, if you are now giving prasad, then reducing so many karmas, so his punishment or his justice will be very, the short way, not to get a big punishment. But if you are not to 11 days, nothing to do, some spiritual activities, what you will do? Our Vedic say, every day offer the prasad in front of your picture. Every day you will take his picture, 4 times do parikrama Tulasi Maharani. 4 times. Every day for him you will offering the water. Every day offering the Tulasi to the lotus feet of Lord. And that Tulasi you will put on the chest. Every day the garland of the Lord you offer to that. Every day for him you read the scripture. Every day you have to chant extra round for that departed soul. And when that departed soul is going for your activities, when he is just to free from this kind of punishment, he is praying to the Lord. Please, Prabhu, you just to give the blessings to my family member, my son, my daughter, because he did the punya karma for me. That's why I am getting some less punishment. I will give the blessings. Always to understand, in your life, without the father, mother, without your forefather blessings, you never can proceed on your spiritual or material life. You can't get the success. Now come to the spiritual evidence. If you read in the Dhruva Maharaj's pastime, Dhruva's brother was Uttam. When Uttam was killed by the Jaksha, Rakshas, Dhruva was so aggressive. Dhruva went to the Jaksha Rakshas Loka, the planet, and he started to killing randomly. Then Manu Maharaj reached there. He said, Dhruva, why you killing all the Rakshasas? He said, he killed my brother. He said, your brother was killed by one Rakshasas, but not every Rakshasa. So they have everybody as a family member. Wives, children. So you are killing randomly. So their wives, children, everybody curse you. That's why if you do these things in randomly, so by their curse, you never become a successful one of the king. Always to remember, if you wanted to reach in the success, you need even the general people blessings. Even those, just like our scripture said, if you have a pet animal, like a dog or cow in your home, if you not to take properly, by their curse, you never be happy in your life. So those who are your family member, you have to try to please them. Because by their blessings, not please not means, my father like Prabhu is smoking. So shall I give it? My father like to take the liquor. Shall I give it? No. We have to give spiritual things. Spiritual thing. That is like a prasad, good food, good spiritual environment. That is we need to know. That's why Arjuna asked to Krishna, Krishna, if someone is not a good personality in our generation, who will do the Pinda ceremony? How will go? So there is another Pinda ceremony that you are calling to the devotees in your home. You do the Bhagavatam Katha, you do the Kirtan, then they will go back home, back to God. Now come to the spiritual evidence. What is the evidence? Do you know who is discussing this Bhagavatam? 3 persons was discussing the Bhagavatam. One Bhagavatam discussed Shukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. One time. Second time Bhagavatam was discussed by Noimi Sharanyo, Shaunak Rishi and Shuto Goswami. Shaunak Rishis and Shuto Goswami. Chaitanya, later I will discuss what is the preaching movement. So, third number is Dhundukari and Gokarna. Have you heard this name? Dhundukari and Gokarna. Do you know that Dhundukari was so notorious person? He killed his mother own hand for to take the gold and enjoy the prostitute. He killed his mother and gave the cemetery under his bed. And after that, when he left the body, the Gokarna went to Gaya, did the Pinda ceremony. Still, he not getting the liberation. Every night he come to the dream. He come to the dream and said, "Hey Gokarna, I am still not get the liberation. You please to do something." He said, "I did already. I heard the scripture say, if somebody's left the body, if I go to the Gaya, do the Pinda ceremony." He said, "No, I did the biggest opera. So only Gaya Pinda is not enough for me." Then Gokarna went. So many sadhus, so many rishis. Finally Surjadev said, "Gokarna, by this way you cannot liberate your brother. What do you have to do? You go and read 7 days Bhagavatam with the assembly of the devotees. And you set one of the bamboo, and by your mystic power you call that your brother, because he is in now subtle body, ghost. So you cannot do like a human form coming. So you will stay inside the bamboo. So you will see every day when you will complete in Bhagavatam, you will see the one gut was just to burst out and coming out. So after the 7th day, totally the bamboo was burst out and he was liberated. And that time he was giving Dhundukari so much blessings to his brother Gokarna. So you can understand. If you wanted to really to save your departed soul, you need to do the Kirtan and to Bhagavad Katha. Because that is the most important. And to feeding to the Brahmanas and giving the charity of a Vaishnava. Now come to second point. Why I am giving charity? Why I am giving charity to the sadhu? You people maybe not to do that is thing. Now come to the evidence of the scriptures. If you read in the Mahabharata, why need to give the charity to the Vaishnavas? You are just people coming, just like you one sannyasi or brahmachari or sadhu come to class. We are sometimes thinking, "Agaye sunnam, katha ho gaye, khana kha ke chale gaye." You need to give some charity. Why you know? Now come to the Mahabharata evidence. We know that who was the biggest donor in his scriptures? Who was the biggest donor? Karna. Karna, how much donated he did, even Krishna cannot count it. That Karna, when he went to heavenly planet, Indradev gave the golden rice, golden chapati, the golden pakora, golden plate, golden water. Then Karna said, "How can I eat? The rice is gold. Cauliflower pakora, I like it so soft. But it is a gold." He said, "Maharaj, in your life, in material world, you only to donated the gold. That's why whatever you give it, here you will get it same thing. If you kick from here to one football and hit it with the wall and coming back to tennis ball, if you kick from here to one football to the wall, then coming back to tennis ball, no football. So whatever you give it, that you will get it. That's why Bhagavad Gita Krishna said what? Je jathamang prapaddante tam tatastaiva bhajamam. जो जैसे मेरे को देगा, जैसे मेरे पास आएगा, मैं उनको उस तरीके से कृपा करेंगे. Same way. So Karna said, "Then how can I save my life?" Immediately Indra said, "Prabhu, hey Karna, Maharaj now started the Pitri Paksha. You know, before the Mahalaya, starting the Pitri Paksha. Durga Puja's Mahalaya start Pitri Paksha. These 15 days, everybody go to the Gaya or holy place, take bath every day, and every day offering the oblation. Rice, dal, sabji, water, then umbrella, shoes, clothes, this kind of things." Then he said, "Why you give it?" Because when the 12 days is coming, after the 11 days, your father or whatever family member left the body, they don't go by Emirates flight. They don't go by to Emirates flight in hellish planet. They are with the rope, Jamaduta will pull the 200 Fahrenheit hot the sands, and it was a 100-degree Fahrenheit scorching hot, and you will pull and to take your body, everything is finished. But if you give the charity to umbrella to the Vaishnavas, give the shoes, give the food, give the water, then that will be coming to the Jamara's paper. Then Jamara said, okay, his son gave one umbrella. Please to give him one umbrella. Give him one umbrella. His son, during the Pinda ceremony, he gave the one pair of shoes to one Vaishnava. So give him one pair of shoes. Prabhupada, father, if you read in Prabhupada life, Prabhupada father, last when he was leave the body, Prabhupada immediately went to Gormohande. And Gormohande said, Prabhupada has one of the cow. So please, you give my cow to donate to one of the temple. As soon as his father left the body, Prabhupada donated that cow to one of the temple. Because when you finally come to the Jamaloka, there is a river called Boitarani Nodi. Here is one river Prabhuji showed me today. What is the name? Swan River. And that day I went to aquarium, there also this fish is from Swan River. So I said, why it is name is Swan? Swan is white, but here is Blue River. Better should keep the name is Blue River. So that Boitarani River, you have to swim and go. But do you know that Boitarani River is no water? That is all our blood. All are the fast, so many, all the nonsense things what is passing our body, that is full there. So you have to swim, you have to drink, and you have to go. But if you give with the donation the cow, when you do the Pindi ceremony, that time cow will be your Emirian flight. That time cow, unka tail se, by the tail to holding his tail, and that he will take to fly on the top of this ribbon and to take to the hellish planet. That's why it is need to give it. If you go to India during this Pitri Paksha, if you go to Vrindavan, you go to Gaya, you go to Kashi, you go to Mayapur, you will see every day 3 times is the feast. All the people giving feast to the temple. Brahmacharis, sadhus, eat prasad. Why? For that things. Because if your forefather is just to rescue or relieve from this kind, then you no need to think about money. Money automatic come. Modern days, 1 person income, only wife and 1 children maintain, thinking 100 times. You think about your forefather. One family is 100 member, income person is 1. Incoming person is 1. You think about those who are Indian background. Those who are, you think about your forefather. आपका नाना जी इनकम करते थे, संसार में 50 आदमी थे, खाते थे, घूमते थे, सब कुछ, कभी नहीं पूछते थे पैसा कहाँ से है. But modern days, 1 person income, eating people is only 2%. Nowadays people also not to eat. One chop, Prabhu, I have a diabetes. Don't give it more. Understand? I went to Prabhuji's house. So nice house was Prabhu. Actually nice house means, I mean that according to the Vastu, it is nice house. I just to measurement and say. I'm thinking, Prabhu, you are incoming so much money, so good house, everything. When I sat together to take prasad, Jai one Italy gave it. No. Leela Shri Mataji was serving. No, Mataji, give me more. I have some problem. And said, you are incoming Lord, but eating 1 Italy. 1 Italy. Not more than that, or 1 spoon pongal. Said a modern life. But previous time you heard 1 plate of food rice, dal like a 1 more zar. Like a paneer sabji is like a one bucket, like this. During that time people can eat. That's why it is the duty of a person to give the charity during that day. And not only that 11 days, whole life. Just like my Nitai Prem Prabhu. Whenever going, because they are cultured family and he was a brahmachari, so he knew that. Whenever he go, whatever he is doing, going to Vrindavan to feeding some sadhus. Whenever he go to Mayapur, feeding someone. Why? These kind of his blessings to the file of father, mother. Father, mother. Just like I am giving katha, I am preaching. So these 30%, 20% will go to my father, mother place. That's why scriptures say, if any family, one Vaishnava will born, their 11th generation get the free visa. And if he is a pure devotee, then Narsimha said to Prahlad that your 21 generation will go back to God. It is depend on, even the 50 generation also take, depend on the purity. How much you are pure devotee, that much you can elevate it. Take to the Golok Vrindavan without visa. So think about it. How much important we have to do some spiritual. All my cute gopas and gopis to request. No sound. Later I will do the GVC meeting with you at the end. Okay? Radhika is the leader, I understand. So you will take care. So you understand why you need. That's why the program actually to dedicate it for that departed soul. Departed soul. Now you have to think about it. Now we will tell that things. Telling. Because sadhu always to be tell the truth. Tell the truth. Anybody's house is leave the body to someone. And if he is a mundane people, don't go there to take prasad. Why? If you take prasad, all karmas you have to take. There you have to take some share. That's why our scriptures say, if anybody leave the body, if he is not a devotee, non-devotees, then if their pinda ceremony or whatever their function is doing, if you go there take prasad, then you have to do karma. You have to take some karma. Anywhere you will eat free, you have to take some karma. Then say, Prabhu, then Girostha will think about, Prabhu, what you are telling? We are making so many prasad, then any Mataji, Prabhuji not eat. One way, you are coming here, do the kirtan for departed soul. You are coming here, do some service for the departed soul, prayer, chanting, this, that, then equal. I eating, giving some price. Just like we are going to the Shopji market and shops and shopping mall. Anything we will purchase, we are giving the money. So no karma. No karma. I want orange juice. How much? 10 cents. I give it 10 cents. So no karma. Because there is a, Rupa Goswami say, Dadati Priti Girinanti. Give and take. That's why Indian people, if someone heard that someone left the body, you will invite it. They will not go there. They will not go there. They go other function, marriage ceremony, whatever. But don't go there because they are their karma. That's why it is scripture say, when somebody leave the body, that family member, it is very necessary to feeding the Vaishnavas. Feeding the Vaishnavas. Why? Krishna said, that departed soul, how to eat? You said, I said, na, 11 days you have to give the food. But he has a subtle body, how to eat? He eating from the 3 mouths. Namo Brahmanno Go Brahmanno Hitayocha Jagadhitayo Krishna Govinda. That subtle body, Krishna gave the permission. You can accept your all the oblation from the 3 mouths. One is fire, second is Vaishnava, third is Gomata. That's why we are preparing the prasad where? Fire. We are offering after the Lord, offering to the Vaishnava. Then finally one plate we are giving to the Gomata. So if these 3% will take, then you understand my father got the prasad or my mother got the prasad. Got the prasad. If you read in the, after the Kurukshetra fighting, Krishna take to the whole Pandavas to do the oblation in Ganges and feeding to the Vaishnavas. Now come to the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Haridas Thakur left to the body. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begged Ananda Vaja and brought some rice, dal, sabji and feeding to the Vaishnavas. Mahaprabhu didn't take prasad fast. Why? He think about it, Haridas is my son. So as a father, it is my duty to feeding to the Vaishnavas, then I will eat. So you think, only you are just to think about my father has gone down. You have to do this kind of activities. Otherwise suffering. Why these material world people, so much suffering, still they have. Think about 100 years before, not so much science was so faster, so technology. Still we have a modern technology, super fast everything. Still we are not happy. But think about 100 years back, not so much super fast everything. But still we have a peace. Why? We are following the scriptures. We are following the scripture. So peace is not coming from technology. Peace is coming from following the Vedic scriptures. That's why it is our necessary. You will go to any departed soul house with your heart and soul. Pray to that person and that family member also. Any place, not only there here. I am asking to Leelashwari Mataji that we are going to something to purchase something, and it was getting late. Then Nitai Prabhu said, Prabhu, again you will go back to room. No, directly go ahead. I said, okay, no problem. If it is getting late, we'll directly from here to going to shop. Leelashwari Mataji said, we will go to there because she is the one of my class student. Last 3 years she was doing the class, so he knows very well. Prabhu, something I not to take it with that family. I said, purchase from Kolas. Then we purchase, bring something. Anywhere you not to take prasad, even temple, anybody's, without something payment. Either by word, either by service, either by cleaning, either by kirtan. I went to that Prabhu's house. Mataji and Prabhuji ready for idli dosa. And they said, Prabhu, chaliye, prasad. I said, bring mridamgan kortal. He said, why? I said, without payment I not to take prasad. Then you are all your karmas. I have to take. I am already overburdened in the karma. So I don't take your karma. First sit 10 minutes kirtan, then because now I am giving something, then you give me now the idli dosa. So I already payment 10 minutes kirtan. So you always to think about wherever you go, you have to do something. The Prabhuji is watching, Joyradha, and Leelashwari Mataji is washing, cleaning. Prabhuji said, Mataji don't do, but they don't know, they are my students. So they knew, they not to take prasad without serving. They say Leelashwari Mataji as soon as finished the prasad, started to cleaning all the pots. Joyradha started to clean their pot. But Prabhuji don't understand why they are doing. They are a student of me. So they know the scripture. I took the prasad. If I not to do some service, their whole karma I have to take. Whole karma. That's why whatever you have to do for someone, if somebody giving something, I have to give something. Otherwise their karma have to. That's why it is the duty. My father, my mother, last 50 years, incoming and feeding me. My mother last 50 years standing in the kitchen cooked for me. So it is my duty as a son. When my mother, father died, I have to do some spiritual activities. Otherwise Krishna. That's why yesterday class I said, those who attended, if you want to be a great, first you have to be a grateful. If you not become grateful, Krishna never give you the visa to go back, come back to. So gratefulness is that my father last 50 years did for me. Now it is my responsibility they are old or they are leave the body, I have to do something for them. Because everybody expecting something for somebody. So it is our duty. Just like you are working, incoming money, you getting married. So you are expecting my wife should be make a nice delicious prasad for me. If wife only get it and eating and get just to order to the Zomato and take prasad, then all the karma have to wife take it. But wife got it all the aloo patal sabji whatever and prepare nice food, then no karma. Husband sometimes, I am working so much, you are sitting in the home. Then Mataji can say, I am not here sitting in your home and eating. I am also do the seva. You are doing job in office, I am doing the job in your home. Cleaning, cooking, cutting, maintaining your temple, maintaining your children. So I am also doing job. So give and take. So no karma. No karma. Understand? According to our scripture say, you don't mind it, that is the true word. Prabhuji is very careful to getting married, and if it is your wife is not devotee. It is our scripture say, those person got married, if wife is doing some good karma, you not get a 0% from there. If wife is doing some bad karma, 50% husband must be take it. But wife is doing some good karma, husband not to get a single 1 point. But husband is doing something good karma, wife will get it automatically 50%. You are doing some bad karma, you think about, my wife has so much demand, Prabhu. She needed every month a new shari, new ornament. That's why I started to something illegal business. Your wife not to get 1% from there. 1% from there. You think you can tell, I am just doing for her. Shastra said, why you get married? You get married to before you think about it. I will getting married. Can I legally maintain my family? Then you get married. When you responsibility to take somebody, you have to take his all the things. Take his all the burden. All the burden. That is our scripture saying. Then you can say, Prabhu, how can I save myself? Make your wife his devotee. Then it will be equal. No sharing. No sharing. You are devotee, your wife is devotee. So no sharing, both are devotee. So no, equal. No going to here and there. Both are same percentage. Very cautious then. Very cautious. Understand? Just like if those person leave the body, if he is not a devotee, then he will getting some 10-20% from the son. But if father was a devotee, then not take it my balance from my father, because my father already full, nah? He is also a devotee. So he no need to hire from me. So that's why it is important to everybody make a devotee in your family. Devotee in your family. We are trying, but sometimes you can say, everybody not to listen, what can I do? But Krishna can, there is a sacrifice. You will try hard and soul. Then Krishna can understand. You tried but not listen. Okay, leave it this rubbish. I will save you. That's why it is important. Right? And sometimes you also to know about this. If it is 11 days when you do the Pinda ceremony, if that is the day is coming Ekadashi, that day you not to do Pinda ceremony. You have to do the day of 12 days. That's why our scripture said, if you read in Garuda Purana, when a person leaves the body, his flight starting 13 days. So 11 days finish. Why keep a 1 day extra? Because if that day is Ekadashi, so Ekadashi day, you not to do the grain ceremony. You not to feed the Brahmanas, Vaishnavas to grains. That's why the scripture keep a 1 extra day. If your father leave the body, 11 days is the day of Ekadashi, then you have to do all the final activities on the 12 days. And that means Dwadashi day. Then 13 days his flight will leave. But whatever you will see the Indian Indian community or whatever, they do 30 days, 17 days, 50 days. That is for nothing. Because flight already has gone. My father has gone for the final destination, for the judgment in heavenly, hellish planet. Now whatever you giving, that is your prasad. Your father not prasad. Your father has left the body. But where Guru Maharaj said, give them chance to do it. Why you know? At least that 30 days they will take the prasad. Na? Otherwise they will start at the taking meat and fish. So for their pleasure, for their benediction, you don't stop them. Okay, you want to do 30 days ceremony? Okay, do it 30 days. At least that family 30 days take the Krishna Prasad. Or 17 days take the Krishna Prasad. Understand? You know this philosophy? See, that's why you need to know that. Somebody leave the body, we think about it is okay. We need to pray for them. Okay. So now we little bit do kirtan for this departed soul. Otherwise we are scared. Those Girastho organize the prasadam and everything. We have to take karma. So we no need to take karma. Rather we wanted to give the good blessings for that, to pray to the Lordships. So with your heart and soul, you pray for this departed soul. Even your personal own mother, father or family member, if you pray here, they also to get something from blessings from this program. Okay?
Just one question.
Yes.
For the children,
Yeah.
the father, if let's say no karma, then the children don't have to take anything bad karma from the father. What about the children? Children not following, or they are not following properly, Krishna consciousness, or they are not even the devotee. Do the father take karma from them?
If father will try, heart and soul, then Krishna not to bring some credit to you. But you are giving the chance, okay, you are doing, then you have to take karma. Because whose burden you will take, that person all the karmas you have to take. Even not all the person, at least 50%. Just like I said, why you take the wife burden, the wife, all kinds of nonsense thing? Because you took a burden. When you get married, that means you take a burden. Take a burden. Just like I am coming here, so temple is giving me sponsorship. So something I do, some illegal things here, then temple will charge you. Government will take, hey, who is this Sundar Nitando? He's doing. Now we have to catch and send it to the prison. So when you get married, you take a burden to someone. So when you beget the children, that means you take your burden. So now as a father, it is your duty, heart and soul try to bring him Krishna consciousness. Even after that, if he not to hear, then Krishna can understand. Because Krishna is not a nonsense person or a dumping person. Dumping person. Just like I am saying, Prabhuji, why you not to come yesterday class? Prabhuji, I am tired. Then Nitai Prabhu can say, yes Prabhu, actually Prabhu heart and soul try to come. But he has a Nagar Sankirtan, street Kirtan. Finally when he finish, immediately at least for 10-20 minutes wanted to hear the class. But it was traffic. Then I said, okay, no problem, I understand your problems. But when I heard, why that Vrindavan Prabhu didn't come? He is not interested, you know. He said, then you can say, I was street kirtan. Then Nitya Prabhu said, your street kirtan was finished in 6 o'clock. Prabhu started the class in 7 o'clock. You have 1 hour, you can come. Then I am upset. This person is not a good devotee. He is no interested. Understand? I understand your question. It is sometimes, most of the family is like that. Father, mother devotee, they are trying to make the children devotee, but children not to hear. But children not to hear, it is your first duty, you use your all the techniques to make him devotee. If your all the techniques you are going to fail, then Krishna will think about it. Think about it. Even you can also to say, when you reach in for the justice of with your children and you, Krishna will ask, hey Vrindavan, what you did? You will say, Prabhu, you ask, I said him, you chant every day. I told every morning, wake up. But he not wake up. I told him, don't go to the alcohol shop. I told him, but he not to listen. You ask. You ask. Then Krishna, hey, your father told you? Yes. But why not to listen? Then Krishna said, okay, Vrindavan, you go, Golok Vrindavan. I will see. Now I will discuss. Get my point?
Yes, thank you.
So it is clear. But your side, you try to be clear.
Yeah.
Your side, you try to be clear. Okay? Just like, I am coming here, gossiping, enjoying this, I take prashan. Then, Gauranga Mahaprabhu asks, Sundar Nitando, Nitai Prem, you sponsored to the bring in Australia. What you did there? Enjoying there. Then Nitai Prabhu said, Prabhu, I brought him for class, katha. I told Prabhu, you are coming, you give class, do kirtan, do katha, there is an amateur program. But he is like to go to shopping mall, this, that, Australian life, he like it. What can I do, Prabhu? I am again say. Then Krishna said, okay, Nitai Prem, you entrance in Golok Vrindavan, I will discuss. Then he started take a bamboo and started to beat me. But Mahesh, you went to Australia for that kind of word. Huh? Now you take a bamboo with you. Understand? That's why you always to be clear cut your side. Always to be clear cut. Then what is happening? Na? Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, thank you very much.
I like to the question. That is I like it. Yes.
Thank you very much for this wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I am a little bit confused about this karma philosophy you mentioned, that if we are serving a devotee, like we are serving the Lord itself, because Lord serving a devotee on a Lord, serving a devotee is not, Lord is not different. But when we are serving a devotee, it means it's my understanding it comes under a karma. So then, means I didn't understand how you are saying it as a karma. Means when we are serving a decent devotee, especially a brahmachari like you, then how does it comes in the karma? If we are doing this in that intention that we want something in return, then it comes as a karma. So
Now come to the sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna said, Sarva dharmana parityajya mamekam sharanam brajo aham tam sarva papebha mokshai shami mujo. First line you emphasize. Sarva dharmana parityajya. My question, when you do some service for temple and without any intention, now there is some thinking, I am doing the temple cleaning little bit for my children become a good student. In a tiny corner, something is there. But are you doing the seva with that mood? It is my duty that Krishna will walk whole night with the Radharani in the temple courtyard. As a Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj and Krishna says, Jivero Sharupa, the eternal constitutional position of a Jiva is to become a servant. There is sound? Servant. So it is my duty for the pleasure of Krishna, I have to do some work for the temple. Then you have no karma. But if there is some in your interest for your family or for your blood relation person, then you have to take a karma. Clear? Very carefully understand that word. Sarva dharmana parityajya. Krishna first to keep one of the argument. Point. Sarva dharmana parityajya. Then he is saying the other word. Sarva dharmana parityajya. Mam ekam sharanam. Sarva dharmana. Mam ekam sharanam. No any other person to bring inside. Only for me. Then mokshai shami mashuja. All kinds of your karmas and everything I'll take it. So we are not 100% to do it. That's why sometimes you have to take karma. Because we are not a pure devotee. Just like Krishna asked you to Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad, you ask us something, benediction. Prahlad said, no Prabhu, I don't have any asking. Still, please ask. Then he said, okay, you give me one blessing. in my heart, any neighbor can desire to come asking to you. That is a pure devotion. Come to the Jagannath pastime. If you made a temple, if you are donated that temple for Australia, what you will do? Okay, Prabhu, put my husband name. Okay, Prabhu, put my father name. Okay, Prabhu, put my elder son name. And do you know what is said in Indraduma Maharaj, who built the temple of Jagannath? He said, Prabhu, Jagannath said, Indraduma, you did a big activities for me. What boon you want? He said, Prabhu, you give me a benediction. After this generation, no any other generation is coming. Because why? Krishna said, Jagannath said, why? He said, later generation coming, they will fight. This is my Nanaji's temple. मेरे को president का पद देना चाहिए. Because my Nanaji built this temple. Indradharma said, Prabhu, this is my final generation. No need more. They should not to fight. It is totally for you. Understand pure devotion? That's why Krishna take his whole karma.
Prabhuji, what are the chances for us to become a pure devotee, or maybe maybe I don't see any chances to become, it's like go to the karma and then go to prayer, get Krishna.
Very good question. How to become a pure devotee? My question is that your child is very naughty, just like such example. Chaitanya is very naughty boy. Think about it. Her mother and father, think about how to make it a peaceful boy. Give you mother ask. Chaitanya is a naughty boy. To make you a very humble, very like a gentle boy, if you wanted to make, what you will do? What you will do? Krishna is sending the father. Father can give the answer. Maybe Krishna understands the Gopi. Gopi said, Gopi will say, Prabhu ji, मेरे लिए बच्चा ऐसे, इनके पिताजी के लिए मैं मना करता हूँ, मोबाइल मत दो, बट ये मोबाइल देता है, इन्होंने ही आंसर देगा, कैसे इसको अच्छा बनाएगा. What do you do?
Maybe we should listen to the child and tolerate the mischievousness of child.
Very good. I want to get the answer every Mataji's mouth. What you will do? Your child is very naughty. How to make a gentleman? What you will do? What you will do? Yes, mother. Huh?
To make a rule and always to how to do kind of thing.
Very good.
Discipline.
Very good.
So we need to bring ourselves into discipline so they can observe us how to do, good devotee. So they can see us how we doing things. So maybe he learn from us how to become a gentle and good devotee.
Very good. One gulab jamun. I was thinking to whom I give it 2 gulab jamun today, Prashna. Not 2. Still not. What? You know, our Hema also a little bit naughty. Then Mataji said and Prabhuji said, how to stop the naughtiness? Send it to the school, where all are good students and got good child. If you stay with them, then you will become sublime. Mataji said, I will make rules and regulation. Your children never following your rules and regulation. That day, after the class, the final class I did it last Sunday something in temple. After that I am coming out, I saw that one corner, Notba and our Hema sitting and eating khichdi. I never last 13 to 10 to 12 days in Nitai Prem Prabhu's house. I never see that Hema is taking rice and taking prasad his own hand. But today he got a good friend like Notba. That's why sitting and take a half plate of khichdi. Half plate. So if you want to be a good devotee, you need the good devotees association. Now come to this is I am giving the example of material. Now come to the scriptures. If you read in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a pastimes of that Mrigari. Migari was hunting to the animals, and not only hunting like this to fully to kill, is a half killing. And when Narad Muni met, and Narad Muni after said, okay, you stop everything, now he started to associate with the good devotees. After the Mirigari 6 months, he became that kind of devotee. Even he walk, see the some ants on the walking on the street, then he is changing the way. He is going to another path. If some footstep is following, putting on the that ants, they will die. It is only changing by association. So if you want to be a good devotee, if you want to be a pure devotee, you need to associate with the pure devotee. Otherwise you can't. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, 2nd chapter, I think so 56, is telling, Sangjat sangjayate, kamo kamat lobhavi jayate, lobhat bhavati shanmaha, shanmaha sriti vibram buddhinash, and buddhinash pranasya. संजात समझायते, जैसा संग करेंगे, हिंदी में कहावत कहते हैं, जैसा संगत ऐसा पंगत. It is a Vaishnav Sangha. That's there is a prasad, kirtan. If it is a mundane, there will be whiskey, beer, DJ. Jaisa Sangha. If you want to be a good devotee, you need a good association. You can now again come to the question. Prabhu, where I get the good association? In Australia, you have a Prabhupada books. Yesterday, she was asking the class, that pink colored Mataji. She was asking, how can I get the good association, the good one of the Sadguru or the real counselor in my life? You need the heart and soul prayer and desire. Because Super Soul is sitting as a Chetu Guru. If he see that you really want, then Krishna sent it. Just like Prabhupada don't like Indian Guru, Indian Sadhu. Because he know that Indian, all the Sadhu, big locks of hair, matted hair, ganja, pitai. That's why he don't like. That's why his friend first to invite. Awai, let's go today when Swamiji is coming. I'll meet with you. He said, I don't like Indian Sadhu. He don't like. He don't like. Then he finally said, no, he's a pure devotee, one of the Gaudiya Math Maharaj. Then Prabhu said, okay, 7 o'clock, my shop is closed, let's go. Just to reach, today his Guru's appearance day, just reached the door. Last time I take to that whole family of Nitai Prem Prabhu and Leelashwari Mataji, that is the place. Now ISKCON got that land. Just open the door. Immediately Bhakti Siddhanta said, you are English knowing people, why are you not to spreading the Krishna consciousness all over the world? Prabhupada whole night was thinking, nobody can say this word any sadhu before. So he is a real sadhu. Why he is just fingering me? There is 100 people sitting in front of me, but he is fingering to me. Maybe he saw something inside me. If your heart and soul, with your fully, the desire to something, then you can achieve something. That's why you need the good association. You pray, then Prabhupada will show us. I gave an example yesterday. Maybe most of them not in class, the same repeat again. Dhruva went to finding the Hari in forest. There, Narad Muni knew that Dhruva went to the forest. So who sent it to Narad Muni in the forest? Paramatma. Narad, you go. My devotee is waiting. My blessing. So I can't go to anybody without my pure devotees helping. So you go and give him initiation and give him name. Then he gave him the name of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, because during Satyajuga's mantra was there, Tarak Brahmana, immediately Krishna. So if you search, you can get it. My Guru Maharaj wanted to find searching the pure devotees, pure Guru. He went to sometime in Ramakrishna mission, still not touching the heart. You go to the Radhanath Maharaj, any sannashi's life, you will see. But as soon as met with Prabhupada, and you always to understand. Then you can say, how can I understand he is a pure devotee and I am feeling this is really to changing my heart? To whom you are destined, na? Krishna take just to take to that person. Sometimes I am giving example. Such like, you fall in love one boy in Australia. My question, if I ask you, why that boy, Mataji? Australia has maybe 5,000 boys. Why only that boy? Why not other boys you not to fall in love? They are more gorgeous, more handsome, more educated, more powerful, more devoted. Then finally what you will give answer? इनके साथ मेरे को पहली डेस्टिन है, इसीलिए whatever I will see, not to connectivity is coming. Not to, just like your Australian charger you will take to the India, no connection. You need the extra plug. Because this connectivity is not, their plug point is not like India. So you need an Indian plug point. Same like, who is for you? Krishna is same time to bring, immediately you will see that connectivity is coming. Just like I am coming here and checking. No Wi-Fi connection is coming, no Wi-Fi connection is coming. What is happening? Then Prabhu said, Prabhu, our password is this one. So please to put that password then come. So Prabhu, sorry. So Krishna has that password. We have, everybody has a Wi-Fi. But password, Krishna according to the time, place and circumstance send it. And during that time, when you put the password, immediately connectivity is come. Clear? Huh? Anybody else? Huh? Yes.
Prabhuji, you mentioned about give and take. So Bhishma Dev was giving service, but still, when he was asked, like he said, when I ate the Duryodhana, my mind was contaminated. So his karma didn't get away.
It's a good question. Bhishma Dev also did service for Krishna. Still he is taking the karma. Bhishma Dev gave the service, but he forgot to give the service of pure devotee. Krishna said, even my devotee doing some nonsense thing, still you will stand by my devotee's side. But Vishnu Dev what he did? He said, according to the Niti Shastra, Bhishma is right. Because he took the food from Duryodhana. That's why he take a part there. But Krishna said, one place, no any discrimination. But one place you have to discriminate in devotee's side. What is? Even my Pancha Pandav, not to give you food, but he is a pure devotee. They are my devotees, so you have to take part there. You didn't take part there, that's why you have to suffer. Because Pandava before leave the body, he thought Bhishma will take care of my widow wife and my 5 children. But you never take care. You one time told to the Duryodhana, whatever you are doing, this is not right. Even I am working under you, but this is not right. She is a widow and she has 5 children. You can give one piece of land, at least they can stay, but you not to give it. You not to give it. That's why you have to suffer. You have to suffer. That's why he is 56 days, you will suffer. And there is another story. 51 years before, the Vishmadev did one karma in Purana say. When he is taking his chariot is going, on the street, there is some thorn is falling. And there is one cactus was there. And what he is doing? Everybody is thinking what is it? So he took the cactus on his shoulder and just to throw it in backside. And in backside throw it, then that cactus is falling one of the thorn bushes. And his body was pinching. And he was crying. And he said, Vishma, what you did now, Krishna will make you same punishment to give you. That's why after the 51 birth, he is also lying down on the throne. All the arrows all the arrows. All the arrows. But you can see, same aparad, same work, Vidura also did. Vidura also working under the Kauravas, but Vidura was fighting with Duryodhana. Duryodhana, you are not doing the right. This Panchapandava is a real person, genuine person, but still you are not supporting. That's why Duryodhana, what he did? He said, you are not my uncle, you are a demon. I should kick you. Krishna said, Duryodhana, Vidura said, this is not your kicking, this is Krishna's plan. If you not kick me, then I am not to go outside. That's why Vidura went to the pilgrimage, and he has no need to take a karma of fighting. That's why Vidura is sitting with the Maitri Rishi and listening the class. So no karma. Clear? If you are in the niti and line, but one place you have to learn all kinds of niti for Mandan section. For devotee section, no. That time you have to take devotee side. You can tell Prabhu what is the reference. Api cheta shudurachar mam annabhag. Even my devotee is a 5th class. Still you have to know the power, or you have to know any right to criticize or something. Because today he is a notorious, today he is a 5th class, in future he will be 1st class, because he is my file. So those who are Krishna's file, they become like this. Krishna just to sanctify them and take to Golok Vrindavan. Now come to the so many examples. Come to the Billamangal Thakur. He was falling in a prostitution association, but finally he became a great devotee. You come to Ratnakar Darshu, but by the association of a pure devotee, he became a Balmiki. Come to Mrigari. Mrigari was a very bad, but by the association of a Narad Muni's file his name, he became a great devotee. That's why it is no our right. That's why Krishna said, you have no right. Even you see, Rukmini Devi, when Krishna reached finally to fight everything and reach in the Dwarka, Rukmini said, first no bedroom, first no even the day, sit here. I have some question. What? My question is that, there is so many discussion, but I am telling the main point. Karna is the greatest donor. Greatest donor. Why you just to kill like this to Karna Krishna? I didn't understand. Please to explain me. Krishna smiled and said, he gave charity to everybody. But Abhimanyu, when is leaving the body, is need to drink one sip of water. And Karna is standing beside one of the hole, and there is a water is there. But Karna look at the Duryodhana's face. If I give it the water to Abhimanyu, then Duryodhana not to take me his party. He just to, for the pleasure of a notorious person in Duryodhana, he take part, he not to helping my pure devotee of Abhimanyu. That's why I am same hole, I am just to stuck the chariot wheel. And Krishna, that time Karna has no any weapons or anything. So it was the niti of a fighting, that anybody has no weapons, you can't kill him. Krishna said, Arjuna, kill him. He said, Prabhu, he has no any weapons. This is not in our rules. Krishna said, hey rascal, where is the rules? When he killed your, Ashwatthama killed your 5 sons, when was the rules? When your son was not to getting one sip of water, that time Karna was standing. So whoever did like this, you have to do like this. Killed him, just now. And immediately, Arjuna is killed. Understand? That's why we are doing everything. But one place, we have to in a party side up devotees. Because devotee is Krishna's very favorite. Very favorite. That's why Bhishmadev. Bhishmadev asked, like you ask, na? Bhishmadev also asked, Prabhu, I am whole life, I am a pure brahmachari, pure devotee, still why I am suffered? Krishna said, you maybe in Niti Shastra, but you forgot it. For my devotee, even if you do some illegal things, I will save you. But you not to do it. You never one time ask it to Duryodhana. Duryodhana, why you are doing like this? Give him a piece of land, give him something, because how they survive. But you didn't say. They are stayed under the tree, day and night they are suffered. Now you have to also suffer 55 days. Think about it, how it was terrible, without water, without food, how this Kunti also, door to door, street to street, jungle to jungle, how many days didn't eat? How many days is sleeping under the rainwater? Now you think about it. Your tooth is paining, and if you saying your sister, brother, your mother, they will say, put some camphor and sleep, everything will be okay. Then you will say, Mummy, you not understand what is happening there and what is going on there. You said, put some camphor and sleep. Do you know what is pain? You can understand when one day you get the pain of tooth. When your tooth actually will come, then you can understand. इसलिए एक कहावत में कहती है, दुनिया में कोई आपका व्यथा, आपका वेदना समझेगा नहीं, जिस टाइम ना वो उस व्यथा, वो वेदना उसके जीवन में नहीं आए. So a person not to understand your situation if he is not to following same situation. That's why Krishna, whenever you take something advantage to someone, Krishna following you same situation. Now you see why he is doing that person. Krishna is waiting. Clear? Happy to get the answer, whatever I am saying. Something you are learning. Or if I just to giving a class of pastimes, you not to learn. This kind of things you have to understand. Philosophy you have to. That's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita say, who can go to Golok Vrindavan? Who can go to Golok Vrindavan? Those who are understanding Janma Karma Cha Medibham, Jo Bhakti, what? Tattvato. Those who understand me philosophically, they can go back to Godhood. Janma Karma Cha Medibham, Jo Bhakti Tattvato, Tekta Deham Punarjanma, Naiti Mameti Shobhjama. That person immediately go back and back to God. That's why we everybody know Krishna, but you don't know Krishna's. You no need to know the Krishna. You know the Krishna with the philosophy. Just like sometime 1 minute. Sometime you may be 20 years with your husband. Suddenly one day was fighting. Then immediately what you will say? तुम नहीं समझोगे, कुछ कुछ होता है मेरे अंदर, तुम नहीं समझोगे. तुम तो सोचता है आलू पटल सब्जी दे दो, बच्चा दे दो और शादी दे दो और सोना दे दो, इससे बहुत ठीक रहेगा, बीबी ठीक रहेगा. But बीबी not means आलू पटल सब्जी and kitchen and children and ornaments. BBs also have some emotions, notions, something. Are you think about it that? Are you think about it that? So you not first you know. So you only to know me as a figure, but you not to know me as a lover. So you see, you are last 20 years sleeping in the bed, same bed, maybe same pillow, but still you cannot understand. That's why we are, maybe last 20 years you are chanting, last 20 years you are bhakti, mangalarti, this, that, but you don't know philosophy. That's why Krishna said, Janma karma cha medibham, jo bhakti tattvato. You have to theoretically, philosophically, you have to understand the Krishna. Understand the Krishna. Because everything is happening, there is some cause. There is some cause. Get my point? Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, my question is, in this example that you gave about Duryodhana and Bhishma, so we understand that because they actually were not in favor of the pure devotees, so they had to suffer for their misdeeds. But what about if within a devotee community you see a devotee doing something to another devotee, or maybe criticizing, or saying things which are not appropriate? So if we
You are in that assembly, that time what you will do? Maybe someone is criticizing one devotee, just like we are sitting here. Such a give example, we are sitting here and we are criticizing the Sitaram Prabhu. We are sitting here and criticizing Sitaram Prabhu, and you think about it. He is a brahmachari. He is our temple president. What do you do here? This is your question, no?
my question is, like, one side of what we learn in bhakti is to tolerate, depend on Krishna. Because if we say something that might offend another devotee as well. So sometimes devotees are in a tricky situation. They might be their own close friends or somebody who's criticizing others, and they don't want to tell them off that why are you talking like that. So how do we, what is the best thing to do in situations like that when you see somebody doing that to another devotee?
It is scripture say 3 things you have to do. First things, with the scriptures you will argument with them. Second things, if you have no philosophy, then you have to die that place. You have to leave the body that place. Third things, you have to leave the place. So Prabhupada said, first 2 things maybe you can't. You can't. Because I have not practical knowledge spiritually. And I can't leave the body because I have a family. Third things you have to go. Just if you see that here is some gossipings and something about the Vaishnava Aparad or criticism, Prabhuji is coming. Chaitanya is a little bit maybe outside, is doing some naughty, or he want to go to potty and just coming. Like this way you come out. But if you can't say, ठीक है आप लोग you are everybody criticizing, I don't want to hear, I am going. Then they will just to pull you. No, Mataji, you see here, it is you are our community. You need to know what is doing the Sundar Nityan Prabhu, what is doing this brahmachari. Then they not to give you charge. What you will do? Prabhu, I am coming. Chaitanya went to outside, maybe you want to go to potty, something, I am coming. Like this way, you have to go. Come to the scriptures reference. When Daksha did the Jaga and Sita went there, Sati went there, and there is criticizing is going on about the Shiva. What Sita did? Second number point Sita did. Because Sita thought, my father is a dampened person, he not to listen my philosophy. And second thing, I come here, I not to go, because my father then pulled. Rather, I should jump on the fire and live in their body. The city. Wherever is something criticizing is going on, even he is doing some wrong, such like, I did some wrong. You know that. Still you not to take part. Because you have to understand. Sundar Nityananda is the least of file of Krishna's file. Maybe today he did some wrong. But tomorrow must be Krishna will change it. But today I will take part in that criticism. When Sundar Nityananda become a pure devotee, then what will happen? My all the karmas will go there, come to my life. So any time, any devotees, that's why scriptures again and again say, don't take part in devotees' life. Not only as a brahmachari, even in grastha, those who are devotee. Don't take in criticism part. Don't finding fault part. Maybe someone can say, Mataji, this problem in that Mataji. Mataji, please don't say me. I know good, that is enough. Even she is or he is a bad, I don't want to discuss. Because they are a Krishna's diary, so Krishna will take care. Because we have so many evidence. So many evidence. I told you Mirigari. I told you Billamangal Thakur. I told you the Jogai Madai. I told you that Mrigari. They are not real. Ratnakar Doshu, they are a very bad person. But Krishna changed them. Changed them. Even see, Prabhupada, we are sometimes criticizing that they are hippie. Think about our most of the Maharaj also now, previous time they are hippies. But now they are a pure devotee. So we have no any, the right to criticize to anybody. And Prabhupada said, not only devotee, we should not to criticize to anything or anybody. Because I have also some faults. I have also some faults. Okay? Now you understand? If anybody to save your life, again and again I will tell. Even if you not chant 16 down, no problem. Radha Govinda Maharaj said, even you not to chant 16 down in Vrindavan Dham, no problem. Even you not to, they're like a Mangalarti to not to go, Guru Puja not to go, no problem. One thing you not to do in Vrindavan Dham or in your spiritual Vaishnava Para. Still you have some chance to take to Guru Vrindavan. Because you are staying holy dham. Even you not to chant, you can hear the Radharani's name again and again. Rickshaw wala say Radhe Radhe. They will say Hare Krishna this then. In this way you can get some holy name. But if you do Vaishnava Aparad, how much you are in elevated, you have to immediately doom on the down platform. So many examples in scriptures. So many examples. That's why don't take part in any time in criticism. Where there is criticism, pranam. Pranam. I not to take part. Even sometimes people say, Prabhu, listen, here. Prabhu, मेरे पास time नहीं है. छोड़ दीजिए मेरे को. I have no time. Understand? Any time, please to want to save your life. I am giving example of Guru Maharaj. In Bangladesh, I heard one of the senior devotee. That time Guru Maharaj went to Bangladesh. There is some criticism is going on of Guru Maharaj. He is a, that Bengal sometimes they criticizing something. A foreign body. Kaise Guru ho sakte? He is a foreign body. How you become a pure devotee? They are a malachos. So many things. And one Bengali brahmachari is to telling Guru Maharaj that village they are criticizing everything and everything. After 10-15 minutes to telling and then said, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, kya ho gaye? What is happening? Guru Maharaj, last 10 minutes I told about your criticism. No problem. They are criticizing me, not means that my one part of the body is go away from my body. So don't listen the criticism. Listen the good thing. At least they come to my class. That's good. See the pure devotee. When someone is criticizing Guru Maharaj, that time in another world, another consciousness. Another consciousness. So you have to say it like this. You see, Prabhupada books, you not to get. Even you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu criticized to the Mayavadis, but that Mayavadi is respect. He criticizing that they are telling about only the Krishna's word is very nonsense way. That's why. So we have no rights to criticize to anybody. Then we will doom from our position. From our position. Very careful. You will try your whole life not to finding faults or criticize to everybody, anybody. Even he is not a devotee, no criticize. Because today he is like that. Tomorrow if he is become a pure devotee, then his all the karmas is coming to my body. If you wanted to hear one of the dangerous word, then you will die. Do you know what is dangerous word? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just to gave the liberation, all the sins from Jogai Madai, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body became black. Because Jogai Madai's all the sins he took. If you read in Chaitanya Mangal, there is telling that is all the sins he took. Advaita Acharya Prabhu and Nityananda Prabhu said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you looks like a black. Why? He said, I took because you are requested to give the liberation of Jagai Mother. That's why I took there all the sins. That's why it looks black. Then Nityananda Prabhu said, please to do it something because you are coming to the golden complexion. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take his all the sins of Jagai Mother, throw in the air and say, from today I will just do prediction one of the thing. I am putting air, all the sins of Jagai Mother inside the air. In future, those who are criticized, like Jagai Mother people, anybody, then their all the sins will go there, that body. That's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada said, if anybody can criticize me, that time I am feeling happy. Why you know? Then my account will be transferred there. All my karma, sins, account will be go there. Then I am very happy. If someone can criticize me. So very careful. If you are criticized, then his account will go to, whose account? All the karma's account will go to your account. Karma's account. Look at that. Look at the who? Ravana. Come to the scriptures reference. Ravana. Ravana's wife said, I forgot the name. Mandodari. Mandodari said, why you are just to bring another wife? And not only another wife, she is the wife of Lord. She is the wife of Lord. You are okay, but still you are doing. If you are not enough with us, you get married more. But don't go to the wife of Lord. Still Ravana not to hear. Then that time Mandodari said, now we are come to the account is finished. And all the karmas is going on. When dead body is lying down, that time Mandodari not cry. Mandodari said, I knew that this is happening. This will happen. Because you did offense. So you have to understand. So no criticize to the devotees. Even not to take part. You not to criticize her. You can say, Prabhu, what can I do? That assembly is doing criticizing, what I mean. You just to go away. In a technical way. Technical way. But don't take the part. Criticism is like a mango pickle. First you feeling very nice. 1, 2 spoon, 3 spoon take it, then it will be stomach problem. Like this. हाँ क्या किया वो माता जी? क्या किया वो प्रभु जी? No need. I have so many problems, so no need to take part. No need to take part. हाँ क्या किया पुन्नो प्रभु? उधर जाके. By Purno Prabhu, I know that he is the best, he is preaching, but that's okay. Krishna knew he is a Purno Prabhu, he is a doing bhakti, he is a shelter already. He took initiation, he is Guru Maharaj, and Krishna will understand. I am not his Guru and anything. I know he is the best, but that's okay. Nothing. Do you know, sometimes you are thinking, how much philosophy will say? Then whole night will finish. My question is, why Shiva? Lord Shiva, most of them, our background is Shiva devotee. Why Lord Shiva sit in the cemetery, otherwise mountain, do the bhajan? Anytime you can think about it. Why Shiva like to the cemetery and on the top of the mountain? Most of the Shiva temple you can see on the cemetery in India. Otherwise you will see the mountain, top of the mountain. Because these two places people not to go to for criticism. Because cemetery time nobody can go to for criticism. वो माता जी क्या किया, वो प्रभु जी क्या किया, ऐसे नहीं बात करने के लिए. उस समय वो सोचता है मेरे भी मरना पड़ेगा थोड़ी दिन बाद. चुपचाप रहता है. And if anybody like 100 steps or 300 steps just to reach on the top of the mountain, उस समय क्या बात करेगा? उस समय बोले तो सोने दो. Then sometimes you can say कुछ तो बताओ. बोले क्या बताएंगे अभी सोने दो. 300 steps Sundar Nityananda Prabhu brought it in Barsana temple. I told Prabhu take the trolley and take to there. I not to like to speak now. So no criticism there. That's why Shiva choose that two places. Either in cemetery, either in top. Where people not for telling something. We are learning something. We only Shiva Bhakta, we only Shiva Bhakta telling. You learn something from Shiva. What Shivji is doing? What Shivji is doing? And Shivji knew when his wife Shoti is going. Shiva knew that Shoti have to hear the criticism about me. And Shoti can't tolerate. That's why he again and again says, Shoti, you no need to go there, no need to go there. But Shoti not, because the scripture said, child and lady's mind is same. बच्चों को बोलो ये कच्चा बनाना है बेटा, डोंट टेक इट. सुनेगा ही नहीं, सुनेगा ही नहीं. उस समय व्हाट इज टेलिंग टू माता जी, टू पुण्य सोलह का प्रभु, अरे दे दो एक, मेरे को मार दे रहा है कला के लिए. देन ओपन इट, मम्मी ओपन इट, वन बाइट, इट इज सो सावर. एंड माता जी सेड, आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज अ सावर, योर फादर ऑल्सो टोल्ड यू नॉट लिसन. देन चैतन्य से अभी कला को स्किन को कवर कर दो. माता जी said, how can I cover it? It is already peeled up. Then Punna Salaka Prabhu said, now you understand your children. Then Mataji said, not my children, it is your children. You take care. I am fed up already. Then Mataji said, okay, no need to fight. You do one thing, purchase one of the good banana. Then Mataji take the banana and throw it and said, you see, this is the cover banana. Now take. So like this. So ladies, you have to sometimes to say something, this is not good, but still not to hear. So like that. That's why ladies mind and child mind sometimes like this. That's why you have to understand. How to we free from the criticism or anything. If you want to very faster way, your flight, Emirates flight to take to Golok Vrindavan, don't take part in Vaishnava Aparadh things or any criticism. Then you will see you do the bhakti very nicely. Anywhere is happening, प्रभु मेरा थोड़ा काम है, चले जाते हो, कल मिलेंगे, कल मिलेंगे. अरे नहीं, there is something discussion. Okay, you decide. You people are very learned. ISKCON में बहुत दिन से आए, हम तो I am a new devotee. I don't idea everybody. Please you discuss. I am coming. That time you can't say, अरे आप लोग जो कर रहे हैं, whatever you are doing, this is not right. They not to listen your word. Better you just to skip that place. Get my point? Get my point? Very not get my point. You have to understand if you say your spiritual and material life both. Think about. Just Hiranyakashipu criticized his son, pure devotee Prahlad. Narasimha Dev, you understand why this aggressive face? Even he not to give the charge to keep the blood. That is also his son. So those who are doing Vaishnava Aparadh or criticizing Krishna, think about the pastimes of Narasimha Dev. You'll finish. Do you know why the Kurukshetra fighting happened? Why? Why? Why Kurukshetra fighting was happened? Yes, we know Vaishnava Aparadh. What Vaishnava Aparadh? Dushashan pulled the shari of Draupadi, and Draupadi is a pure devotee. Krishna that time in front of the Rukmini take a vow. Rukmini, Dushashan open the hair of Draupadi. I just to give you the vow. I never to give in Kaurav Vamsha's any ladies can tie up the hair. Whole dynasty are killed. Cities are Vedic literature. If your husband will left the body, you not to tie up your hair. Krishna finished all the men because only Dushashan opened the tied up the hair of that's why. Because it is tradition, if you are just to beating the wife and open the hair, then you have to suffer. You suffer. Just one vow will take. You did that and whole dynasty will finish it. One Vaishnava Aparad. One Vaishnava Aparad. So very careful there. Very careful. Prabhupada said, even you not to following all the things mine, no problem. But don't do Vaishnava Aparad. Then I can't. I am standing in the back side of the Golok Vrindavan. If Radharani not to allow you front gate, I will take to you the back gate. But don't do Vaishnava Aparad. Then I can't take to you any gate. Any gate. So very careful. Guru Maharaj again and again class. Nowadays you will, most of the class you will hear Guru Maharaj again and again saying that word. Again and again. Do you know? Prabhupada life, so many sufferings bring his God brothers. So many God brothers brought his so many suffering. If you see the Prabhupada last videos or read it his pastime, Prabhupada begged to all his God brothers, Narayan Maharaj and Bhakti Prabhu, different Maharajas, please, as you are my God brother, if I did consciously, unconsciously any mistake, please pardon me. Without your blessings, I can't go. Prabhupada called all the God brothers. He told to his disciple, bring my all the God brothers. Maybe he not to do Vaishnava Aparad, but maybe sometime Prabhupada was upset. They are not to helping me. This is also like that. Think about it. This is also Vaishnava Aparad. Mr. Prabhupada is begged. Jagai Mother did a Vaishnava Aparad. So they not to do Vaishnava Aparad, but they are something did a bad things. You know, when Chitragupta opened the file of the Jagai Mother, somebody can astonish. Jagai Mother is so notorious person. Why still Mahaprabhu gave the Krishna Prem? Acharya said, Jagai Mother did all kinds of notorious things, all kinds of sins, but they didn't do Vaishnava Aparad. They never can stole or beat or just do shooting to any Vaishnava. Only those who are notorious person or local people go, he just robbed from there. But they didn't do Vaishnava. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the prayer. Then still they are just to make some disturbance to the Navadvip Vashi. They say, Nityananda Jagai Mother say, how can I just to clear myself? Nityananda said, go to the Madhai Ghat of Ganges and made one of the Madhai Ghat and clean up. And always any devotee come, any people come take shower, you will just to clean up, protect their clothes and everything. Like this way, you serving the Vaishnava, you can free from all kinds of your previous aparad. Sometime you can now come to the question, Prabhu, I did a one aparad. Now your class bring me consciousness. But I was some assembly or criticism I also took part. Now how can I save it? Acharyas also give answer. If you understand that you did offense to any person, if his presence in front of you, or you have any way to go to that person and directly hold his lotus feet and cry and beg, then you can free. But you can say, Prabhu, he is in India, I am in here. How can? Then another philosophy is Nityananda Prabhu gave you. What is? Then you serve to the other Vaishnava. Very nicely. If this Vaishnava will happy, then they are same lineage, na? So if they are pleased, so that Vaishnava Aparad will go ahead. But another thing is also understand, if that person in your grief, first you will directly go on there. But you think, नहीं, ये प्रभु जी हमारे साथ जो किया उसको मैं पैर नहीं दबाऊंगा, मैं दूसरा वैष्णव को सेवा करूं. प्रभु जी ने बोला ना, like this I treat myself. If you have the capacity to directly to go to him and take the pardon to him, if he is beyond your capacity, then you can serve to the other Vaishnava. Clear? Clear? Just very careful. Yes. Is it interesting class? Huh? Shall I stop? No, a little bit speak something more. Yes.
I just want to expand on that question. If let's say Mataji is one of the senior leader who have younger ladies or younger public sort of takes advice from her, and they come with problems that this person or their senior done something to them that cause them to have distress. So, and obviously criticism will come up, oh, he did this, he did that, he did that. So, but she's a leader. I mean, if she's going to walk away or kill herself or cannot answer, so, I mean, the way you said the 3 points, she can't do that because she has to help the person in some way. So how do we overcome this situation?
Yes.
When
Very good.
when we know there is an issue, but if we don't address it, and we okay, I walk away. Then in the end of the day, there was a point of some seniors in the society or in the organization. Then like okay, better walk away. I don't walk away, so nobody going to help, nobody do the service. At the end of the day, it's also no good. So how do we address that situation?
How to deal with that situation, isn't it? You understand what he's saying? Just like giving example, Punno Prabhu under any temple, maybe he is under with the Prabhu, and Punno Prabhu not to like this Prabhu, his behavior. And Punno Prabhu come and say, do you know Prabhu? Vrindavan Prabhu, not very good. When I go to the temple, not speak to me. Even I go to the prasad, he said, stop prasad, first to do samsara. This kind of things, telling some all aparat words. So what should I do? Because he is a senior. What do you say? Prabhuji, I will tell like this to Punna Prabhu. I don't want to hear about Vrindavan Prabhu because he is a senior brahmachari. I am a senior sadhu. I don't want to hear. No, because he come to me getting some counseling. I'll say, Prabhu, my question is that what? Yes, I understand that he is something doing wrong with you. That's why you are upset. But my question, Prabhu, why is it just to behave bad with you? I said, my question, Vrindavan Prabhu is bad behavior with you, not everybody. Then he said, no, especially with me. Not the other devotees, Matajis, is very good with them. But with me, not good. Why? Then you say, then you will give an example. I am giving one of the example. Think about it, how karma is working. Just like my mother called me just now. Mummy, what happened? Yes, what about my father? Yes, where is he? Hospital. Mummy, my phone is cut. My mommy say, your father is hospital. Stop it. After 1 hour, my connectivity is coming. I will start to speak to my mother from where? Mummy, what happened? You take to my father in hospital. Which place you stop? That place you start. Isn't it? You have to give technical point. Speak in scientific way to Punnasloka Prabhu. As a Punnasloka Prabhu, why Vrindavan Prabhu and you cannot to come to the one point? You have to understand, previous life your meeting was stopped in a fighting way. That's it. Again and again when you come to the together, again that issue is coming. Same issue. Just like today we have a discussion is going on. And this going on, some fighting issue. This Mataji not good, that Prabhuji is not good, they are not to coming, Bhakti Vriksha, they are not listening. Immediately, just electricity has gone. Tomorrow again our meeting, calling Punna Prabhu. Where will we start our class, our meeting? Immediately Vrindavan Prabhu will start. Yes, Prabhu. So yesterday point, Punosaloka Prabhu said this Prabhu not come to the class. Which point he start? Where the electricity has gone. Not from the beginning. Same way, you have to give the ideology. Why Prabhuji is not to setting? Maybe in previous life you have not a good setting. I say again and again, these two connections come this life. Another thing, Prabhu, why he not to give you prasad before your service? It is a Vaishnav etiquette. You eat prasad, you want to eat prasad, you have to do some service. So always you not to see his fault. First you see that your side is something fault or not. Then you show his fault. Then he never ever again come to you to bring the criticism mentality. Because he understand these people whatever I say, he can give the philosophy. That's why. You understand? Just like sometime, such an example, youngster sometime don't like who is to speak like a straightforward. I am giving example one of the Jairada. Baba, I mean the Pitaji, I need a Apple phone. I need another phone. Nidhi said, okay. क्यों नहीं चल रहा? It is not working. Okay, beta. Tomorrow we'll go to the Apple Center and purchase another thing. Hugged it. Papa, you are so sweet. You are my best day. I'll purchase one Apple mobile. Why? You have a one mobile now? Why? What do you do that Apple mobile? You have already laptop. You already to speak to me. What you will do the Apple mobile? What? You are still now. You are a young girl. What you will do? Nonsense. Stop it. Sit down there and take study your. I'll call your father. Hey, Prabhuji, you said to your daughter that you will purchase the mobile. Huh? Then I will go to the India. I don't want to stay in your home. You are making all my children is very bad. Whatever they say, you not to ask anything and do it. From next day, Jarada is thinking, in this world, Putana is still not died. Their lineage is still in this world. That is one is my family. My own mother. Own mother. Why? You are telling the straightforward word. That's why. You understand? That's why you sometimes to anybody bring some criticism and that you just to telling in a technical issue with this philosophy. Then this person never can come again to you. Criticize. Just like maybe Vrindavan Prabhu is coming to speak about Punnasilga. You know Prabhu. Punnasilga Prabhu doing Bhakti Vriksha, so many Bhakti Vriksha is like that. That's why he is arrogant not to. My question, as a Prabhu, if he is just a little bit arrogant, whatever, but he is a pure devotee. Otherwise, how can he make it so many devotees? You think about it. Why his Bhakti Vriksha is coming to? Maybe he is pure, otherwise he is following Guru's word. That's why Guru is empowered, Prabhupada is empowered, that's why so many people. You think about that point. Later you think about he is arrogant and whatever. See some good point. If he is not a good person, or a good speaker, or a good teacher, why his Bhakti Vriksha is so many people? Vrindavan Prabhu never can come again to me to criticism with the Purnasaloka Prabhu or anybody. Because he know, if I go to Sundar Nityananda, immediately he will tell that. He will find in my faults. So rather I no need to go that person. So like this way. If any young or youngster or whatever is coming, you will show his fault. Yes, I understand he is a fault. Leave it. He is a senior Vaishnava. He is a pure devotee. He is a Guru Maharaj person. We know to say, what is my fault? That is such. Get my point, Prabhu?
Yes.
Understand clearly?
Understand.
Yes.
Truly understand.
So that time he even not to be angry with you. Maybe angry, but he can't say anybody. Just like after saying like this, then Vrindavan Prabhu not to say to the like a maybe this Prabhu. Are Sundanitman Prabhu is not good. How he can say? Then immediately ask, why? Then he can stop. Because if you want to say something, then he have to say the right word, whatever I am saying. Then Prabhuji also said, the Prabhuji is right. Now Prabhuji, whatever saying, that's right. Then why you are saying Vrindavan Prabhu, Sundanitman Prabhu is bad? Actually you are bad. Actually you are bad. That's why even he not to criticize me, because he has no philosophy. Whatever I am saying, that is right. Clear? So like this way. Like this way. Clear? Any other question? It was interesting, informative. Huh? Otherwise, if I tell in the Vrindavan some stories, we need that's what I'm saying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his lifetime, 100 times he heard the pastimes of Prahlad and Dhruva's Leela. Why? There is so many instructions for our spiritual life. Because we are in baby in our spiritual life. So in a tender age, if you are not to protect like seeds or your trees, it will never can give a big fruits. So protection from starting need to what time? At the tender age. Protection no need to the big tree. Protection need to the small tree. Big tree they can save themselves, but a small tree they can't. That's the honest thing. Maybe Prabhuji did opera. He has a bhajan, he has a power of preaching, he can solve this problem. But I am in tender age, in devotional life. If I do some mistakes, I'll finish. That we have to understand. Clear? That's a bhakti. In a bhakti life, always to think about, I am not a big tree. I am a small tree. I am a small tender age tree. So I need to always in fence. Always around the fence. Protection. And that is the scriptures, Guru's word, and free from the Vaishnava pride and criticism. Because you think about it, such like, if you are criticized, just like you are criticized to me. But you know that previous story, what is happening with others, with me, that person. You don't know anything, you are starting to criticize. You are to criticize. Understand? I am giving example. Just like that Mataji, that is the two young girls, maybe they sit in front of me and I am speaking. You are standing very far and see. Prabhu Brahmachari. Yes, Prabhu. Jai. Or Sitaram Prabhu ki. So you saw the far away. Look at me. Come to the point. Please, young Haribol, listen. So maybe that Prabhu very far away standing and thinking, Prabhuji say, Brahmachari, sitting two ladies young, sitting with me, they are gossiping. This is not good. Are Baba, you know that far away what is we are speaking? You know that. Then you are criticizing the other. Then maybe there is Punna Sloka Prabhu was there. If Punna Sloka Prabhu said and said to Vrindavan Prabhu, Prabhu, you are criticizing about Prabhu to others like that. Do you know what is happening? That two ladies have some question. I was standing there and I heard that what they are speaking. They are not speaking something nonsense. They are speaking some spiritual. That's why this point why I am saying Vaishnava Aparadha and criticism is come when you are see anything from the far away. But if you see something in very closer way, then no criticism, no Vaishnava Aparadha is happening. No happening. Understand? So this is very important. Spiritual life. We have to free from this kind of matter. This kind of matter. Then we can save our life, because bhakti is very sophisticated thing. For your subtle, the unconsciousness, you finish your devotional life. That's why we always to be impact each other, we always to be together each other, but we are not to be together each other if there is some gossiping, some criticism, something is going on. We always to be packed. We always to be packed. Then you will see that your Perth community will be flourish very nice. And always to understand, criticism is coming from the jealousy. That's why Golok Vrindavan, there is no one thing. What is that? Matsarya. There is Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moho, everything is there. But there is one thing is missing. What is that? No envy, no jealousy. Criticism is coming, why? I don't like Vrindavan Prabhu, that's why I'm finding his fault. But I like Prabhu Prabhu. Even Prabhu doing some wrong, still I'm seeing very nice. But I don't like Vrindavan Prabhu, that's why even Vrindavan Prabhu is right. I'm finding some fault. That's why you will understand. In this material world is the 4 types of people. Remember it. One is Doshograhi, only finding fault. Second is Gunograhi, only finding the nectar. Third is Gune Doshograhi. You are doing good, but still from the finding the faults. That is called in Gune Doshograhi. You are doing good, still they are finding some fault. And fourth number is Doshe Gunograhi. There is fault, but still finding some good point. Acharya said, who is the best in that 4, among the 4? Last one. Still there is so many problems, so many faults. Still he is sucking some better point. If you are become like that way, then you become a Mahatma. Prabhupada in one class said, Tamal Krishna Maharaj asked, Prabhupada, how can I understand who is a pure devotee? Prabhupada, one word, straightforward is telling, who is Doshe Gunograhi. Even a person has a lot of problems, lot of faults, but still he is saying some good. He is a pure devotee. Pure devotee, not only chanting 16 hours, wake up, Mangalarti, this, that. This is anybody can do it. But inside the fault to someone, and you are only to see the good thing, he is a pure devotee. Or he can be a pure devotee. Understand? How to become a pure devotee? That is, chanting everybody can do. Mangalarati anybody can. I am sick, for my purification, for my recovery. I am also wake up 4 o'clock. But in situation, one person is so many faulty person, still you are searching some good. It is very difficult. This is very difficult. Only the great souls, only the great association person can do it like this. Get my point? So we'll try today's class. Our main, we have to be like the devotee of Sitaram Prabhu. You see, why Sitaram Prabhu is holding us to everybody in the temple? If you find this Mataji not work properly, this Mataji shari is not good, Mataji don't come tomorrow, this Mataji coming, but she only just coming, good dress, not doing so. But he not to find you. He said everybody is coming, whatever Seva is doing, he is coming to the temple na, like this way. Okay, that's why he is brought up the the big community. Otherwise he is only to sitting with the pen and paper. Who is what is doing? Part the temple, even not to get a insects there. Human being to body. Even insects also not to go. Don't like it. This Sitaram Prabhu. But Sitaram Prabhu, devotees are coming from. It's okay. Whatever. One day they become pure. One day they become. Let them chance come, darshan, prasad, and they're doing some seva. It's good. It's good. I am saying, I am watching there, Nityananda Trayodashi Day. One person going to service of with the socks to going to the near the temple to bring something. If it is India, they will immediately shout it. With the socks you can't. If you go to Radharaman temple, you never can entry in the premises with the socks. And I saw that your temple socks it. I am thinking how Sitaram Prabhu is cultivating so nicely. These people socks is open, maybe next day neighbor can come. He still is giving, okay, come. Like this with the socks, one day you can understand. Yes, so you have to be like this. This is philosophy. With the socks you cannot do any puja. Even our Vrindavan, sometimes is coming to 3-4 degrees. Still the puja is not to wear the socks and do it anything. Anything. And South India you go, it is either like a 48 degrees, the minus degree. You have to naked body worship the deities. Naked body. You not to wearing chador, jacket, this and that. But Prabhupada is to giving this kind of things. Okay, some or other people, because this mundane consciousness, they don't know any etiquette. Prabhupada first starting the ISKCON movement, do it say? He not to say take a ghee lamp offering. He said, you are a Christian background, na? So you like to lighting the candle. Okay, you show to the Gaunita candle. So Prabhupada is starting through the candle. Then after that, Maruti Machaji, after 3-4 months said, Prabhupada, shall we bathe in this murti? Prabhupada said, yes. Now you can start. Prabhupada never ever say, Maruti, you have to bathe in the deities. Never. Prabhupada thinking, if I introduce something new, if they can't maintain it, then they will leave it temple. Prabhupada never ever said you bathing deities. He said, okay, your candle offering, good. Then Maruti Mataji after 6 months, 4 months later said, can you bathe in the deities? Prabhupada said, yes, you can bathe with some pure water, you can bathe. Like this way. Like this way. Why? Prabhupada saw in Maruti Mataji in a piece, they are all a faulty person, but Prabhupada finding the good thing, at least they are coming. At least they are interested. That's why everybody become a one emeralds and jewel in our ISKCON society. Only for Prabhupada mentality to finding the good qualities. If Prabhupada is a fine folder, ISKCON never can become ISKCON. Understand? So we have to build up this mentality in our community. Then our community will be day and day by flourishing. Understand? So like this. Clear? Hare Krishna. So I think now Prabhuji is coming. He will do little kirtan because he is one of the good pure devotee for this departed soul. I never did the kirtan. So after kirtan, what time is it now? 8:15. After that prasadam is happening. Okay? Or Prabhuji will telling something, some good blessings word we can hear. Please Prabhu, you little bit do kirtan. Yes. You sit here, Prabhu. You sit here. Okay. So I didn't do the kirtan for this departed soul. That's Prabhuji's father-in-law. So will everybody through the Sitaram Prabhu's leading, with everybody with your heart and soul to pray to that departed soul to kirtan. 5-10 minutes you will lead the kirtan. Okay? Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Prabhupada. Everybody satisfied? Class is okay? Hare Krishna. So many information. So keep it in mind and maintain your life like this. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Prabhupada.